It's crazy. Hey, this is Bruce.
And this is me, Yuri.
And today we're going to do a live reaction to a video that we found called Rich Foreigner versus Filipino Boyfriend. And how do we find this video? This is by Beng
Hyu.
Yeah, she's a Filipina in the UAE. I know that much, but I can't remember how we found this.
I think we found her by watching Madame Kilay.
No, I found Madame Kilay by watching one of Beng's jokes.
Oh, I remember. How we ended up finding her?
Man, I don't know.
Facebook?
I want to say it was.
Was it your Facebook?
That's right. It was Facebook. It just popped up in my. One of my friends was watching it.
One of your friends were a fan of her.
Yes. Hey, Grand. We're gonna do a live. Watching this video. Some people may find it a bit offensive. I thought it was hilarious and funny.
Yeah.
She has 2 parts to it, and it was, for me, it was like really funny. So Bangs, if you ever watch this, good job. All the guys, you guys are really funny. You guys keep doing what you're doing. This awesome work. All right, so I guess we can just go ahead and watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and watch it. So we're gonna go ahead and switch. Let us know. Make sure you guys can hear us. We're going to switch here. Yep, I think the sound should be good. And let's just go ahead and play it.
How come the sound is off?
Oh wait, there we go. So here's Bang's video, and this is the first scene of the video right here, and where she meets her foreign boyfriend. I mean, she changes her clothes for a foreign boyfriend.
How come there's no sound, baby?
Grant, can you hear sound from the video? So I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. We can hear the sound, but I'm gonna rewind it.
You can hear it.
I can hear it, yes, because this is the reason why we can't hear the sound.
Why?
Because I have to mute my side so it doesn't have an echo. No sound. Okay, all right. Let me see if I can fix that. So in the first scene, why don't you say what happens in the first scene while I try to fix this?
In the first scene, the Filipina was dressing up because they're about to meet friends, and so she was so excited she got out of the closet and then showed her boyfriend her outfit, and the guy just had a normal reaction. It's like, what? Is that your best dress? They was so. It's kind of mean, but yeah.
It's pretty messed up. Basically, it's saying that foreign boyfriends are cold and heartless.
not as excited.
He's like, what are you wearing? What's this? Here, I'll just do the voice here if you guys can hear me. He goes, hey babe, look. She goes, hi, look at me. Like, look how good I look. And he goes, what is that? We're going out to see friends. You got something better to wear? What is that? She gets mad, and she says, what do you mean? This is a great dress. And then it goes to the Filipino boyfriend. He says, hey babe, hurry up. Mahal.
We're getting late. And she has a simple shirt on. I was like, oh wow, you look so pretty. Why are you wearing red? Is it your birthday? Let's go.
And then they're going out to meet friends. My man goes to shake his friend's hand. He's introducing his girlfriend for the first time. And then they just talk all night, you know, in their own language, in English in this case. And she's bored, so she just goes and plays an app the whole night. And she's like, I can't understand what they're saying. Like, are you all right, babe? Yes, I'm fine. She has a nosebleed because she's having trouble keeping up. And then, okay, since you guys can't hear, we're gonna voice over.
What? How come?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but we're live, so we gotta do this. Okay, so in the other case, she's introduced by friends to her from her Filipino boyfriend, his friends, his coworkers maybe, and he said, "Hey, this is my girlfriend." And they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" They're all speaking in Tagalog, and
Come here, sit. And
laughing, making jokes, and she can understand and she can participate, so everything's really cool. So that's what you're seeing there.
yeah.
They're singing karaoke, and then the next one is she thinks she's getting fat, but meantime while she's eating some chocolate in the bed, the foreign boyfriend is like, "What are you doing? Your stuff's gonna make you fat. Don't eat that crap." Grabs it, throws it on the side, and she's like, "Oh."
Filipino boyfriend like ordered so much food, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so full. I'm gonna get fat. You ordered too much."
He's like, "Don't worry about it, baby."
Yeah, I still love you. You're still sexy to me.
The next one, the foreign boyfriend comes home from work. She walks in the house. He's like, "Get the hell off me. I'm tired." He goes, it's a bit exaggerated.
It's
Goes
a long
back
day.
in. It's a long day. I'm so tired. She gets frustrated. She's like, "You know what? Why don't you ever spend time with me? Look, I'm tired. Can't you see I'm tired? I just got off of work. Could you give me some time here?" God. That's what he says. He's like, "Why?
Yeah,
Why are you doing it?"
I also have work, but then when I come home, like, this is so frustrating. Like,
No, this one we can relate to. This exact thing happened.
this is definitely
Yeah,
true.
that one's. So the Filipino boyfriend, he's at work, just getting off work. He calls his girl. He's like, "Hey, girl, how you doing? I'm on my way home. Come back to see you. You ready?" She's laughing, cooking him some food. He comes in. He's like, "Hey,
Like,
baby,
oh, that
what's for
smells so good. What
what's
you
for
cooking?
dinner?" "Oh, that's delicious. How was your day? How's it going?" So they're having a great time. And then I think this is the last one. I'm not sure. So
He
they
tries to reconcile.
Yeah, so they had an argument, and she's tempo right now, and he's like, "Hey, baby, cheer up." She doesn't cheer up, so he throws it at her and says, "Okay, I'm gonna break up with you." Like I said, pretty extreme. So now she's with the Filipino boyfriend. Filipino boyfriend's like trying to make up with his girl. She's tempo. She's feeling bad. He's like, "I'll put you a toy." "Okay, just hold on a second." He tries to get it, tries to grab it and she's like, "You didn't get me anything." She walks in, she's still upset. So he goes out. He doesn't give up. He goes and gets a whole suit with Mickey Mouse, and then knocks on the door to surprise her, and she loves it. Like I said, it's pretty extreme. I mean, she loves it, and
well, in a way, it's actually true. Like when because that's normal, you know, when a woman has that tampo, like,
yeah,
it's as is that as the man, like, court your woman.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I get it.
you court until she feels better.
Yeah. So the rest of the scene is them with the Filipino boyfriend and girlfriend having a great time and get engaged, or just in love. The man gets more successful, and then the ex, I guess an ex, foreign boyfriend sees them happy and is kind of upset about it. So kind of tragic, actually. So I'm gonna go back here, guys, and you can watch the rest on the bottom screen right here. So yeah, you should check out. Her name is Beng Hyu. Here, I can spell it. It should be in the title, actually. But check it out. She's got some other good content. She's got a part 1 to this video, and she's got some other videos. She's like a viner, so she would do like comedy and stuff. And actually, I think her content is really good, and I hope that they do some more. Name is Beng Hyu. So yeah, check her out on Facebook. Check her out on.
Yeah, her content are really.
Yeah, it is really
good. I think she's used to be a viner, and
transitioned over to
yeah.
Yeah, Vine shut down, as you know. So I don't even know what this video is. What is this one?
Don't be jealous of people who has boyfriends or girlfriend.
Did you wanna do this one?
We're still lucky, the ones who are single. Her stuff are hilarious.
Can
my
you do a
God.
voiceover this one since we have no sound? Or?
No, I can't interpret it.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no.
There's no sound. Okay, we're gonna stop it there, guys, and we're gonna.
Anyway, some of those scenes are real.
Yeah, some of it I
not
think is true. I mean, I think it's exaggerated for comedy's sake, but like I would say, the work one was definitely that was us more than once. So
Yeah, that happened to us.
You guys saw that live. I mean, you can see that live on our channel. So,
Yeah,
you know,
that happened to us.
It happened another time. The first time I was working 2 jobs, and I was just, man, I was really legitimately tired every day. And Yuri was like, let's do this, let's do that. I'm like, man, okay, we'll do it. I was like making promises, okay, we will do it, but can we do it tomorrow? And she started getting really upset with me. So, yeah, I guess that one is definitely true. The other ones, I think that those other ones were
about getting fat. I normally say, "Oh, I'm getting fat."
Yeah, but I don't
I
sweat you about.
But
I don't sweat you about your weight, right? Do I snatch candy out of your hand and throw it?
That's just so rude.
I think that one is a bit extreme. So
Too much. But I've honestly, I wanna lose weight because it feels better, and I don't like the feeling of getting heavy.
What about the other one where the friends? Do you feel uncomfortable if we're around my friends and we're talking and stuff? You feel like you can't, but your English is super good.
No, not really. I don't feel that way. It depends on the guys when they exclude you. It really depends on the person.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel excluded when I'm there. And me, I just like do my own thing too. I don't like, because men have different conversations than women, so that part doesn't upset me.
I mean, usually there's women there too, then you can like.
Yeah,
talk to them
and I'll be occupied with something else too. So.
Right.
That part.
But what do you guys think about this video?
But the tampo one, like
Tempo.
getting upset and then I would say. But you don't really throw stuff to at me.
I mean, it's not that extreme, but definitely.
That's too much, but yeah, I would say Filipinos have more understanding about it because, that's part of our culture. They court us. You're supposed to court your partner when they get upset and talk to them in a sweet voice.
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of Westerners fail because foreign guys
don't understand that.
No, and some are just really cold too. Like, and if you want proof of that, you can go to our
to the video I did before.
No, you can go to our comments. There's the comments in there are super negative on the one that your Tampo video, and the guys are like, "Get over it, dude. Like, what's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Wow, these guys are they're really are." Yeah, I think that one's also true. I mean, I think have I been pretty okay about that Tempo thing? You're thinking about it, so obviously not. So maybe I need to do better on that one too. I think that is it, guys. We just wanted to do a short. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I actually have adjusted to that.
To me being cold and callous about your Tempo.
You're not really as cold as other men though. Like other men are just like, that's bullshit, and they just like, they don't think they have to court their partner. But yeah, in the Philippines, like, that's how men are. Like they're very sweet, and then when their woman is upset, like, you give them time and then you start courting your woman. But it's like, that's something I had to adjust here. But also when it's different too. When I'm upset, I don't like anybody talking to me, including my husband. So it works better for me to just process it, and it used to take me days because of all my disappointment from my family. That they're the root of it. And yeah, as you know, you've seen the partially the story why, and that used to really affect me, and I just need some time to be alone until I feel better the next day or the next 2 days, cause but now, like, I've moved on from it. I don't get upset that long, and my husband talks to me when we have problems a few hours after, because it's just not healthy for the relationship to keep it. When you're upset, you keep it to yourself. It's not healthy.
Not at all. That's so bad to do that.
It's better to talk about it. But yeah, sometimes like there are times when my husband's kind of cold about things, but I just confront him instead of getting upset.
Yeah, I like the video. I mean, even though it's a little controversial.
But yeah,
the
one that says.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The one that says, "Oh, how are you, baby? Get off from work, right?" And then it's like, "I'm tired," or something. Ignore or something. But I confront my husband about that. It's like, wow, that's not cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Andy says, "Hey Bruce and Yuri, this live show our placement for
the relationship
videos this week.
No,
we have one tomorrow. Yeah, we're just finishing up the edits for it, so it will be released tomorrow. It's based off of well, I can tell you. Yeah, it's somebody asked, Chris and Davis from Canada asked a question about, and actually many other people asked us about how to deal with in-laws. So that's what we're addressing in that one. So no, this isn't a replacement.
How we dealt with it.
Yeah. So yeah, expect that one tomorrow. I'll probably release it like 4 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. This one I usually release it. But yeah, if you're late to this, just make sure you check out Beng Hyu. Here, and I'll type it in again.
And Madame Kilai, my God.
Oh, that's another one we might review.
We should do like a reaction video to that. Oh my God, that is hilarious.
So we just did a reaction video to her channel. Really, it's this one that talks about
Filipino, another one,
rich foreign boyfriends versus Filipino boyfriends, and basically it's from the Filipinas perspective, and it bashes foreign guys pretty bad. I mean, it's
kind of true,
but there's some truth to it. I mean, as you hear here, Yuri's.
But my husband has been pretty good about it now. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when we first got together, though, it was bad, man. I mean, it was like
bad.
every day. It was,
bad.
But yours was like, it was really bad, but there were some other reasons why, you know?
Yeah, but also...
It wasn't like just once a month or a week. It was like every damn day and every other thing that was happening.
Well, I think another thing, too, is I was homesick, and it's like, I want to learn to drive.
I'm talking about before you even got here.
Oh,
before it was so bad.
Yeah,
when you got here, it was actually alive. It was okay, but man, before we got here, man, it was brutal. It was not gonna work. It was just every day, all the time, but there was some other issues going on. So, and I don't know that Yuri was in a good place to actually continue the relationship at that point. I don't like anybody showing a bad face to me. So when my wife shows it is that way, it makes me feel like she is not enjoying life here. Yeah, and that's the thing for me too, is that I don't want to bring Yuri here if she's not happy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want her to think that I don't want her to be anywhere she's not happy. So I always try to just get to the bottom of it, is what I try to do. Yeah. If that's possible, I try to get to the bottom of it. And usually there is a reason why. And so in our videos, that's what we talk about, is what is the reason why this is happening? There's a reason. So people get really upset that we are addressing a reason, and they think, no, you're just immature. They don't think about the culture. They don't think about other circumstances that might be contributing to it. They don't want to think about any of that. They just say, don't do it or we're breaking up. And so that part of the video,
that's true.
That's true. Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, I mean, the culture is really different. I mean, I thought when you're looking from the outside, Filipinos speak English, and we're adapting so much Western culture. But the datings and all of that is so different. And also another thing is that when we're dating, it's actually very offensive when it's like a turn off when the woman has to like split bills, like that's
Who does? No, most guys here don't do that.
not because I know here you guys split bills, right? When you're dating.
Usually that's with women who are okay with that. But yeah, that's normally we pay for it. But that's
So
just,
in the Philippines,
maybe
like
that's just
I know like the younger generation they do that, but it's still kind of like a turn off when the woman has to
We're
pay.
live, guys. I got a call. Keep talking, baby.
There were other things that she was showing that was kind of true. But yeah, overall, my husband has adjusted to me as well, and I also had to adjust because here, getting upset and for my husband to keep courting me is just not. That's not how he is. So.
I mean, what works for me and most other guys is to actually talk, to talk about it, to get to the bottom of it, of the reason why. Because if you don't understand the reason why, it's kind of hard to, you don't want it to keep happening again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're quiet, it's not going to fix anything. So that's why a lot of us, we have a hard time with that one. But my thinking has always been that when you're going through a hard time, sometimes, you shut down because you don't know how another way to deal with it.
True.
So, I mean, that's the way that I approach it. And I always feel like if we can get to the bottom of it, we can fix it. But some guys are like, nope, not dealing with it. If that happens, we're breaking up. So that part of the video is very, very true. Most of the time, I would say.
Well, the problem with that is that's the culture, That's part of the culture. Even on our like TV shows and music videos, you will see that.
Filipino videos?
Yeah, that's called suyo. Suyuin. Suyo means like you court your partner when they're upset. That's even that's something that most people think that Filipinos, because we adapt so quickly to the environment. But that part is so different than here.
Yeah, it's just a different.
Because here it's so straightforward. Couples just talk about when there's something wrong.
Right.
And
is it strange to talk about stuff that?
Well, here you're not really. So what contributes, like as I said in the video before, what contributes to that is when you have so many disappointment, especially coming from the Philippines. But here, once I have adjusted here, it's not like that here. You don't really have to shut down from your disappointment anymore because here life is easy. Life is convenient.
Yeah.
And there's less problems, and in the Philippines, like the problems are real, like how are you gonna get food the next day? Here you don't even have to worry about that. My worries here is how am I gonna lose weight from so much sugar and butter that Americans put in food in restaurants.
Yeah, we have a lot of carbs.
But yeah, in the Philippines, my worries were how am I gonna buy my ramen the next day?
Wow.
Here it's like, oh, how am I gonna lose weight from so much food that are not organic? Like
TV shows. My wife watches soaps like dramas.
Tell her stop watching it because that's not healthy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't watch. I mean, for me, I don't know. That's just me
soaps.
because maybe After all the things that happened to me, it's like I can't watch soap operas. That contributes to my feeling.
Because some of that shit's real for you.
Because it's real for me and it's happening. It's like every time I watch that, I cry. And I'm like, this is such a waste of time crying. So I'm like, even for people who doesn't, I mean, honestly, I don't think the soap operas from the Philippines are healthy to watch. Because you start feeling that feeling in your day-to-day life. Then start becoming dramatic. So tell her to stop watching those dramatic shows.
There's nothing wrong with those shows. Alright, let me see if I can... There we go. There we go.
Yeah, Andy said... Oh, that's much better, baby.
Yeah, sorry guys.
So Andy had a message after this.
Oh, okay. Down here. Down. Just trying to look through messages, guys.
Andy said that's right. Most guys walk away and would rather end it instead of talking it through, unless they really love whoever they marry. True.
Do you guys get Philippines channels there to keep up with the news? I watch it sometimes. Yuri really doesn't.
My wife only
doesn't watch it. Like I watch GMA
food.
sometimes just to see what's going on. But then I don't really understand it, so I have to ask her what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, Grandad Dan said food as long as you can cook, you can have the food you like even in a different country. Yeah, honestly here I only eat like simple things like rice, fish, boiled pork because I'm on a diet because it's so hard here to have a seems like everything's so processed, including chicken. So when I eat it, I feel like I'm gaining more weight than because when I was in the Philippines, I've compared it and I'm like, what is wrong with the food here? Because I was eating more there, but the food there are more organic. It's like 95% are organic or more. Like not that many here. All food are mostly in can or processed, preserved to prolong the life of it. And
I noticed that in Europe
not
too.
That much.
In Europe, the food is seems more fresh.
Yeah.
When I was in Italy.
Our vegetables, we have to cook it like the same day or 2 days, 3 days, less than a week or a week, unless it's onions.
Yeah.
Or garlic.
But here we can just.
But here it seems like the vegetables can last for a month and not get rotten. It's like it's so strange.
Buy fresh.
Do you guys get the Philippines channels there to keep up with the news? No. I don't watch the.
I watch it I watch GMA sometimes.
It's so rare for me to watch. Probably.
I mean, I don't watch
every 6 months.
I don't watch the show. I just go on Google and then read through the news.
Too depressing. Like every day, the news is just.
It's pretty bad.
Somebody got raped. Some people died.
It's the same thing here, though. I mean, there's really bad news here too. I just like to see like what's going on politically. I don't like
there's like extreme
back-to-back
extreme
murders.
news, like a kid got raped and the head smashed, like stuff like that. That's the kind of news that I'm like, this is 5-year-old or 2-year-old got raped and killed and chopped, stuff like that.
Damn, what news are you watching?
That's the kind of news that's why I don't watch the news there, because it's like it's so beyond being a human. That's not what.
Yeah. So Grandan says journalists show misery. Yeah, I'm not. For me personally, I'm not always looking for that stuff. I'm looking for. I just want to know what's going on, not the sensationalism stuff. I mean, I know that stuff is happening, and I'm not trying to ignore it. It's just that I just want to see like the world. I don't want to get. If you just look at bad news all day, it's just depressing. You know, there's good news happening too. So I try to, you know, look at everything, not just like one thing. There are plenty of good news, but the good news doesn't pay exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
The good
True.
news is not gonna be on TV because that doesn't make money. So.
Yeah, Marcos Gomez said Duterte's turned negative. Yeah, I would say there's many things that Duterte that are doing that are actually
He turned negative. I thought he's been negative. Isn't that what got him elected?
not really. I mean, cleaning of drugs, that's not negative, that's positive.
Then what's the positive part? I mean the negative part.
That's actually a good thing for everyone. I mean, well, the killing, that's very negative.
Is this off? This is also a topic of rich versus poor. Help support their family.
No, it's not. We were just talking about the culture and this.
No, he's positive. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess so.
What was the topic, baby? The rich boyfriend versus
yeah, we were doing a
Filipino
live
boyfriend.
reaction on a video that Beng Hyu did called "Rich." You can look it up. It's a pretty awesome video. I'll put the link in there. It's called "Rich Foreign Boyfriend versus Filipino Boyfriend." It's a little controversial. It's pretty negative towards foreigners. Don't be offended. Some of it is actually true. I say embrace it. You know, you're a cold, insensitive bastard. Just embrace it. Just be who you are. Don't try to get mad because you're cold and somebody's calling you out on it. You know, be what you are. I mean, you know, it's all. Some of it really is true.
I can find millions of good news about any country, as the Philippines is one too, but no one cares about it. Yeah, I would say there's good things happening, but.
Yeah, I look it up. I look at there's lots of new technology coming out that's revolutionizing the world. People just don't people hear about it way later when people are starting to adopt it. Like me, I'm paying attention to it way before that. So that's the kind of stuff I like to see. And then there's lots of positive YouTubers out there who are doing something about the issues that are happening. I watch those pieces. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, what Marcos Gomez said, thanks, how did you know that? What you were saying earlier, baby?
How did I know what?
That's what he said. How did you know?
I don't know the rest of that comment. Thanks, how did you know? Let me see. I'm looking through your old comments. Is it always about rich versus poor? To help support the families. Is this also a topic of rich versus poor to help the families? No, that's not what we were. That's not what Gomez was saying. Let me see. Mr. Gomez, sir, could you please repeat what I lost the context of your question.
Granda Dan said, yes, Lo, we can take a video saying that a foreigner makes the lady happy and the native doesn't. Yeah, she made
Actually,
a video
she did.
about it.
She did. So we just watched part 2 where it's negative against foreigners. But part 1 is actually positive, really positive towards foreigners. And then Filipinos got all mad about it. Like super mad about it. So she did a part 2. But I think that there's truth in both of them. So I will watch it and then, make my own assessment. No, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, in some cases, yeah, I think that that's true. I think that that's true that we are
assholes.
Yeah, that's the truth, man. I mean, you know what? Honestly, since we did this channel, we put out comments out there. Yuri did this video where she just actually said what she felt about being Tampo and stuff. She gets attacked every day about that damn video by foreigners who say, you know what, you're immature.
I'm not sure if they have seen it yet, but you should send it to them so that they can see
the
it.
The Tampa one that's getting all kinds of hate. I mean, granted, it gets a lot of love too. It's just, it's a mixture. But seeing some of the foreigners, how the foreigners respond, I'm actually very surprised by it. I'm like, wow, what a freaking baby. What a freaking baby.
It's like, if you cannot deal with the culture of the person, why would you marry a person outside of America or outside of the Western world?
Of
you
your
should
culture.
Stick with
if it bothers you that
the
a
people
person
that are here,
that a person behaves different than you, rather than solving it, you want to get all mad about it.
Yeah.
And then break up and go to the next one. Like, stop doing it.
And there's always pros and cons.
Yeah.
When you marry, I mean, like, even me, like, my first choice was Filipinos. But the bad thing about Filipinos is that many of them are dependent to their parents' decision. And I don't like that. I want someone who's independent like me and who makes their own decisions with or without their parents. It's okay to listen to what your parents have to say about things, but I want someone independent. And it was just harder to find that in the Philippines. So that's when I started looking outside my race, and also another thing is that there's many good looking men in the Philippines, but some of them many are lacking the being hardworking,
Work ethic.
Yeah, they lack the work ethics and the dedication to achieve their dreams. Like, they just want a simple life, like very simple to where I don't think anything's wrong with a simple life, but if you're like struggling day to day to eat, to pay your bills, then that's not the life that I want. So that's why I started dating outside my race, because I need somebody who's hardworking, who's ambitious, and someone who's not too simple-minded. Yeah. So many Filipinos are like that. I'm not saying all, but there's a lot. But yeah, what I discovered is that many Western men are cold. But I'm glad, I met my husband who's not like that. And I'm glad that we were able to fix our cultural differences. And I'm glad that over time my husband has become, more understanding about it and more sweet too. Thank you, baby. So
Marcus says the parents want to run the show. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Parents want to run the show. Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Can't argue with that. I mean, at some point, though, you got to grow up and be like, listen, Dad, Mom, this is what's going on. So Mark wants us you want my wife to Skype you? Mark Gomez?
Skype me. I don't think that's what he meant.
Not only Filipinos, but many all around. I know someone that never work and they're constantly asking for money. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely. I can't speak for Filipino people. I mean, all the Filipinos I know, I'm a bit biased. All the Filipinos I know are very hardworking. Here in the U.S. and abroad, and I've worked overseas a lot with Filipinos. Super hard workers, don't complain, don't whine. The family thing is new to me, like the whole family, like especially the control part. That's totally new. I didn't know anything about that till I met Yuri, and it's now closer to other Filipinos. But the work ethic. No, I would. For me, I'm totally biased. Every Filipino I know is a super hard worker.
Well, the great has left the Philippines, and that are the people you met.
I can't speak on that either, because all the people I meet are
because
awesome.
They wanted something more
awesome
out
people.
of life.
When I was in Kuwait, I worked
yeah,
with
so that's what I mean. They immigrated outside the Philippines
to go work
to have a better life.
Right. Okay, guys, we got some. Our comments are kind of going off the chain here. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, Marcus wants to talk to both on Skype. We'll see. Mark.
Yeah, bro, it's all about the person. I just watched part 2, and come on, we come off like assholes.
Yeah.
That we all are not. I am sure it's true in some cases, but I would hope women there are not treated that. Honestly,
watch part 1. Part 1, you'll feel a little better.
Part 1 is also nice.
A little better about yourself, if you're not.
Yes.
Yeah. She goes hard on Filipino guys on that one.
Yeah.
Drew Knight says,
so
sorry for
true.
getting off topic. It's all good. I mean, we're gonna finish this up pretty soon. Mark said that's so true. Mark Tell says, didn't finish his sentence.
Grandad Dan said,
right.
You might be right on you mean the great are leaving the Philippines.
Yeah, I can't. God. I don't know. I don't have a comment on that one. I don't know if that's the truth or what. I mean, your sister's there. She's a really super hard worker with a huge vision and all that. So can't all be true. How's the weather like there? In the here, it's kind of cooling down a bit.
It's better today. It's not hot.
Yeah, it's cooling down.
It's not cold. It's just the right temperature for today.
Yes.
Hopefully, it just doesn't start freezing tonight. Because the weather here is weird.
Yeah, and if you're late to this party, what we already did, it's alright. You want to watch the beginning of it? We're reacting to this video here that I just put in the comments. This video is by a content creator named.
Yeah, Grandad Dan said, "Lol,
Beng
Filipinos get angry very easy. I am not offended at all with that video." Yes. Yes, yeah. That's another thing. Like, whenever they see Filipinas, like me, like, they're so hateful when they see I'm with a foreigner. But
look at what Filipinos have been through. You know what I mean? I think that's
why.
It's the same thing with black folks. Like we're sensitive about certain topics, and it's because of all the stuff that's happened. I don't think we should be that sensitive about certain things. I'm hoping that we can. Especially as Americans can.
And the third thing mentioned that's something about like even the taxi driver I talked to was like, yeah, white men are taking our women, something like that. This has come from the taxi driver, and our foreigners are taking our women, and I'm like, because I was telling him my husband's black, and I explained to him, well, that's not really the case, All of them that I met online have had relationships in the Philippines. It just didn't work. And many of them have kids too. They were left by their men. And so now they want to find stability with a person who can actually become a father and be responsible and not leave them. Now I understand what my husband's saying about having kids and looking for a partner, because you cannot raise. It's so hard emotionally to raise a kid on your own, and that's why I think they started looking for a partner outside the Philippines, because they couldn't find someone who could be there for them and not leave them after they get pregnant. So that's why so many Filipinas with kids has left the Philippines and married to foreigners.
If you're just tuning in, then you can check out Beng Hyu's videos here. Good content. It's comedy, so just don't. A lot of people take things too seriously. Take things, it's just comedy. That's all. It's just somebody else's opinion. So let's see.
Cool.
Veronica
Take
says
advantage of that opportunity. I did, and I am now retired.
he's talking about Voc Rehab.
Oh,
I'm gonna look into
yeah.
it. Looking into it.
Frank Sierra
More than
said,
looking into it, I signed up for
I
it.
have a question. Do I have to submit bank statements when I submit my I-129F or with my I-864 form?
The main thing that they're looking for, Frank, is I'm assuming you're talking about. Okay, let me back up. I-129F does not require you to send bank statements or proof of income. Okay, I-129F is basically a petition for your foreign fiance to come to the United States. There are certain things that they need. I'll send you the list before we end this. I'll post the link there.
Yeah.
But when you're gonna need it is when you submitted the I-129F package. Now it's not just an application; it's a whole package that they need proof of that you have that you've been there before to meet your fiance in person within the last 2 years. They need evidence that you have an ongoing relationship. They need evidence of pictures, things like that, with dates, receipts, passport stamps, like proof that you have been there. That's what they need for the first one. They need documentation on who you are, on who she is. They need proof that you guys intend to marry one another. That's the kind of stuff that goes into the I-129F package. You send that package to the USCIS, and it costs $525 with a check or money order. When they review it, it's taking about 4 months. When they're done with it, they'll respond and say you're approved, right? Or if you're rejected, they'll tell you why you're rejected, or sometimes they ask for more evidence. So when you get that approval, the next step is that you need to send your wife is going to take over, your future wife, your fiance is going to take over, because they have to then prepare to go to the U.S. embassy that's in her country, wherever that is, or his country. So they have to have things like birth certificate. They have to do the DS-160, which is an application to go to the U.S. embassy. They have to do police clearance. They have to have proof, evidence that they've never been married before. They have to have, what else? Anything else?
I-134, not I-1. I-864 is for the green card, 2-year conditional green card application. So she has to bring I-134 with your signature.
Frank, the bank statements and your income taxes, your W-2, that is going to go to your fiance before she goes to the interview. Okay.
US
do you have to have
interview.
What they don't specifically ask for bank statements. What they really want, what they looked for, at least in the Manila embassy, was W-2s and income taxes. Everything else is extra. Bank account is extra. Okay, but as I said before, you don't need to submit that with the I-129F. That only goes to your fiance, your foreign fiance, before she goes to the interview. Marcus says opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Yep. Yes, indeed. Veronica says
same in my country. Too. Women love white men and black men from foreign countries.
Why is that, Veronica?
Well, it's more exotic and they want to know the culture, It's like so interesting to meet someone who has a different culture than you, who eats different food than you, who are born with different
that's
upbringing,
what I love about it. So if you guys are just tuning in, Philippine Scenes and everybody else, so what we did was we did a reaction video. So if you ever watched the beginning of this video, we're reacting to another YouTuber named Beng Hyu, which we have on the screen here. This little box here, that's her YouTube page. But she's actually a Viner. Vine got shut down, and she's now big on Facebook. Yeah. So she made this video that's called
Foreigner versus Filipino.
Yeah, boyfriend. Dating. Being with a rich foreign boyfriend versus being with a Filipino boyfriend. And this one in part 2, she's a bit negative towards. Don't take it the wrong way. It's just comedy, but there is some truth in it. Like even for us, there's truth in what she was saying. So just check out the video. I'll put the link in for her channel in in the chat here. There you go. Check it out when you have time. But we just did a reaction video to it because we just thought we had all this conversation about it between ourselves, and we thought it would be nice to share it with everyone.
Veronica's asking, Yuri and your AOS, did you send a medical exam worksheet? The vaccination I sent, but yeah, you can also send them the vaccination. The medical exam worksheet, so they don't have to ask you anymore, and so that they know what kind of vaccines you had before you left the country.
Yep. Philippine Scene says, I guess it depends on the guy in all cases. Yes, it does.
Yes. Yes. It depends on how the guy approach.
Depends on the guy. If he just happens to be Filipino, but he's an asshole. It happens to be Filipino and he's a good guy. Happens to be from UK and he's a good guy. It just depends on the person. I agree.
Also, the Filipino was funny.
Yes, super funny. You should see some of her other stuff.
Her stuff are hilarious.
Yeah, she's got good timing. Good stuff.
It's because it's for Vines. With Vines, you gotta be quick.
Yeah.
In cracking your jokes, because you
gotta
have
get
2 minutes, a minute to show it.
I don't even think those were a minute. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. All right, I think we're gonna shut this one down.
Okay,
guys.
we're done because we got a videotape for some.
We got to jump on. So, okay, guys, we're gonna end this, but be sure to check out Wednesday, tomorrow night. We're going to tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. we're going to release our Wednesday relationship video, which is about in-laws, dealing with in-laws, how we deal with in-laws, addressing some of our subscribers' questions. And then I think we're going to do another broadcast. I'm not sure when. We're just kind of filling out this whole thing. And make sure you like and subscribe this video if you're checking this out 2, 3, 4 days from now. We got lots more content coming out. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you follow us and turn on post notifications. I that little bell thing that's like over here. It's like right here. It's like down here somewhere. You just hit that bell, and then every time we have content, bam, it pops up. All right, guys.
Thank you for watching. And
we'll try to do another one tomorrow.
For this video. Thank you, guys.
See you later.